Alright, look at my screen, please, really quickly. So, once we have done the first three sets, we were all doing them around the boss like this. I think the last pull we actually did it pretty well. I don't know perfect if the assignments were perfect. I don't think they were, but it was at least good. After that, we're kind of moving the boss around the room. Did I pause here? Yeah. Okay. We're kind of moving the boss around the room, and we're doing some small soaks and things like that. But there are also going to be some pulls happening at the same time. Now, moving forward after the first three, what we're doing is basically we have the boss here. We do individual soaks. So group 1, group 2, group 3 eventually. But then we have the group soak happening as well. What are we doing with the group soak? We have 3 circles, but we're not soaking all 3 of them anymore. What we have to do is soak the little circle. So the boss is here. We're dropping the little circle as close to the boss without actually being on top of the boss, because otherwise he's going to gain some stacks. We've got to be decent melee range without hurting each other. Where everybody is stacking it. Everybody is on the person with that circle. Now there's 2 other people that have a circle. They're going to the edge here and they're dropping it as close and as far as they can. As far to the edge as possible, starting the corner, and you want to overlap those circles as much as possible. What do I mean by that? I mean, obviously this isn't the first set after they move. There's obviously some circles here, but he's going deep into that corner and he's right next to the edge of that circle. You don't want to have this guy in front. You don't want that. You really want to be on the edge as much as possible. So the 2 people with a circle, go to the edge, be as close as you can, and then you come back as quick as you can. We're moving the boss. We're doing soaks and things like that. It repeats. It keeps going. Next set. Next set happens. No, this is too far into the fight. Sorry. Next set happens. 2 guys going on the edge here again. And there's a group here soaking. This one disappears. Those 2 are going to grow and they're just going to keep existing. Roar happens. We keep moving. So that's literally what we're doing the whole fight. Dropping 2 puddles, just soaking the one, and dealing with the individual soaks. That's basically the fight from now on. We just kind of got to get into that group. Questions?
So something that was kind of tricky is I got marked with the circle that drops the lava that we soak. And I was also supposed to go to the right side, but the weak ward told me to drop my circle on the left side. So right after that, I just have to drop my circle and then jump over to the right side. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And something to note on that same subject, everybody, unless of course you have the big circles on you, but if you're designated left and right, everybody still soaks that first, middle, and first, then goes left.
That's correct. Everybody's on.
You don't want to soak the big circles until they've actually became lava, but you should be in the middle soaking that one first and then branching off to your correct left or right.
And to optimize even further, it shouldn't, like, all 4 of the people, all 5 of the people should practically be like on the edge ready to go and then go in together so that the stacks are evenly distributed. Because if Exto is super good at his job and jumps in first and then everybody else is 4 seconds late, he's going to end up with 5 extra stacks compared to the rest of them, and that's going to hurt him in the end instead of actually being spread across evenly. So once blue is done, the 5 people should be ready for it. You see your people around, cool, let's go. Don't just jump over at the moment you see it. Try and coordinate yourselves a bit, but don't wait 5 seconds to do that. It should be a really quick motion. Bronze, please. There are only 4 circles and there are 6 people assigned to every circle. Melee, do your best to stay in range of the boss. If there's puddles on the boss, try and do it. Try and not get out of range. There is 4 range per group, and there's rarely all 4 of them far in range. It can happen, obviously, but keep that in mind. I didn't talk about gates. You're right. I didn't want to talk too much. Let's do pull. We'll talk about gates on the next one. Drop a gate on 1 to 3, 20 yards, maybe across the lateral, not the...
Gateway. No. Like where
Like-
we're standing.
Like literally from me to the other side of blue.
3, 2, 1. Gateway.
It's okay. We'll figure it out after.
AOE incoming.
I do want to get some pulls in. Sorry, guys. Group 1.
Tiger's Lust.
And we got left 1 big soaks plus furnace on purple.
Anti-magic zone.
You got to be on.
Alright, needs to move.
Toomed force. Breath incoming. Toomed force.
Alright, we got knockback coming up.
Knocking back. Wind rush.
If you get knocked back far, you can use the gate.
AOE incoming. Stampeding roar.
We got group soak 2. Soak group 2. And then we got left, right, left. Alright, we missed one. Cool.
Target you. Breath incoming. Anti-magic shell.
So Whits, when you see right, it doesn't mean just right of blue. It means go to diamond. It was your miss? I thought it was I thought I saw Whits. Sorry.
He's talking about the miss the wife the group. You're talking
Right.
about
Okay. Yeah.
things that didn't
So
do.
there's 6 people, guys, for 4 soaks. Even if one person follows one person, there should be 2 other people available for it. Yeah, if you run in with somebody, general rule of thumb, you stay there. Don't run out. I'd rather 2 people get hit than we wipe because 2 people got out at the same time. So Whits, did that make sense for you? How to deal with the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where do you want gates to start?
Yes, gates. Okay, so we're using gates 3 times in the fight to help people with lack of movement. So when the boss is on Skull, you want to basically have it across this way. Not far, like the minimum distance, really.
I'm very
Gateway.
confused.
Murgle, like Murgle just did right now.
You want to
Okay.
make it as small as possible so they can spam click it the second they get knocked, and all they do is move left and right.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So you spam your little gateway control prism, whatever. What is it called? Gateway control shard. You just spam that the second you get the millisecond you get knocked back.
So there's actually a weak aura that I shared that is going to tell you when it's safe to get knocked
Gateway.
back. The knockback is very slow at first and then it knocks pretty hard. So when you get knocked, you have a decent amount of time to actually click your gateway control shard before you're out of range. So for the people that are not using a charge or a blink back or whatever to negate and you need help, I'm thinking about you, Virgin Lore, at least. Before the knockback, make sure you're on top of a gate. Don't be right here wondering, why is this not working? Go to your gate, get ready. Give yourself a bit of distance in front. Worst case scenario, like I can literally activate it from. I can activate it from here, you know. So give yourself a chance. And when you see that weak aura telling you press the gate button, use the gate button. We're using the gate 3 times. So basically knockback 1, knockback 3, knockback 5. So I'll call for that gate. And it's going to be a similar gate every single time. It's okay, birds.
Gateways will need to be recasted throughout the fight.
Yes.
Yeah, and in the same fashion, like
Correct.
across.
Yeah, we're going to be moving the boss, so it's never going to be in the same spot every fight. I can't pre-plan like the
Right. I understand now how it's supposed to work.
I thought I said cool.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, got group 1 soaks happening. And this is Big Soaks Group 1 as well. Big Soaks 1. Furnace on purple.
Anti-magic zone. Rallying cry. Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming. Taunt boss.
Alright, we're ready for the knockback. If you don't have movement, use the gate.
Wind rush. Stampeding lore.
Use the weak or Group 2 soaking. Nice try.
No one's getting this one.
Light cocoon.
Breath incoming.
Let's just soak this one really quickly, Nathan. Go for it. I'll
Anti-magic shell.
AoE incoming.
we got Group 3.
Divine him.
Alright, wipe it.
Watch your feet.
Ice block.
Invictus.
First one for 3. I can't soak because I'm channeling him.
Breath incoming.
That's okay. There's 5 other people that
I
There,
Look,
54,000 damage.
the
It's like,
gateway for the gateway. I clicked it according to the weak order. I even got the graphic, and I still got punted. That was weird.
maybe you were too tight. I did it and it worked fine. So it turns blue when there's 0.25 seconds left to the timer. So your window is very, very tight. I'd say give it another shot.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I was punted, but I have the green graphic on my character that I use the gateway, so I'm not really sure. I'll do it again.
You might have used the gateway slightly too early. So Jirasu, just a reminder, if you're coming and you're dropping it on the right side and it's not your group, so you're in group left 2. So if this is in the second, if you're dropping it on the right side, as soon as you drop this, you get away from it. You don't want to soak them even if you dropped it there. And that applies to anybody else, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's
Alright.
if it's not your assigned position and group,
Right.
you drop it and you get out. It's not your responsibility. It's not your turn.
Okay.
The idea here is to evenly distribute the stacks because there's going to be a whole lot of stacks this whole fight, and people with high number of stacks later on in the fight, we're going to see the difference there. Right now, it feels irrelevant. Later on, it's going to make a huge difference.
Doing a quick change, sorry.
It's okay. I just want to remind people, by the way, remember what group you're in. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3 for the small soaks. I'm going to be calling out the groups. I'm not going to be calling out the names. If I call out for Group 2, Jessme knows it's his turn. If I call for Group 3, Quits knows it's his turn. He might not be able to because he's casting him, but he still knows it's his turn.
It also shows on your screen soaking for
Correct.
whatever group.
Yeah, if you have the weak auras.
Yeah, one spawned on me and I just planted. I didn't even check to see other ones. Sorry.
Yeah, and if it's not your group though, Invictus, and you're still planted in, so then it applies.
Oh no, it was my group.
Yeah,
It was.
if it's not your turn, it's not your group, and you're in a circle when it spawns, step out of it. Ash, let me know.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AoE incoming.
Alright, group 1 soaking. Then we got big soaks, left 1, right 1. Get back to Get back to square. Go to your spots. Everybody else stays on square. Everybody else, somebody's in the group. Somebody's in the group. Somebody's in the group.
You're stacking on each other.
Somebody didn't move. Albereth's ex Dosari. I don't know who it was. Alright, we got Gateway coming up. Knockback, really?
Knocking back. AOE incoming.
Stampeding Lord.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Okay. Group 2 soaking, group 2 soaking. Alright, this is gonna be big soaks for left 2, right 2.
Anti-magic shell.
Breath incoming.
Revival. Healing tide.
Lord, you forgot about us?
AOE
Yeah,
incoming.
I did.
Group 3 soak, group 3 soak.
Divine hit.
Then we come back to square. Everybody on square except the left and right.
Rallying cry.
Stack high.
Life to kill.
Breath incoming.
Good, watch the breath. Moving the boss a bit here. We got group 1 soaking. Actually, we got knockback first.
Knocking back.
Tranquility.
AOE incoming.
You got it, you got it. Everybody regroup, everybody regroup. Skull stays. The other two, you're going to Skull and Axe on the left. Far, far, far at the edge.
Tuned boss.
Close enough.
Breath incoming.
Stampeding Lord.
And we're moving them with the boss again.
AOE incoming.
We got group 2 soaks. I got one under boss. Let it get out, Mythin. If he's there, he's there.
Rebirth.
Let's wipe it.
So on that one,
Move boss.
well, like I got, not only did I get the big circle to take out,
Breath
but it was also
incoming.
my turn to soak, so I stayed it.
So, you're talking about one of the first 3?
Yeah, you know, group 2 soaking the big circle.
Yeah.
I was the one who got the big circle.
And you
I
stayed?
took
That's
it-
perfect.
Yeah, because it was left, so
Yeah.
I took it left, and that was my soaking.
And that's perfect. If it's your group, you drop it, you stay there, you're doing it great.
All right.
Yeah, on our soak, the one is the third one for the big ones. After we soaked the middle, only like 2 people, 3 people max went left side to soak it, so our stacks were getting there.
Question, Elbrith, were you on triangle when you had that? When you got your big circle in one of the first 3 set, did you come here or were you in the middle? You were left. Okay,
I was on triangle because I was told to go left.
Yeah, okay, so there's 2 people I think that were on square. I think it was Sari, you were assigned to go right, you never moved. So just gotta be mindful of your weak aura if you have that circle. Also, once we start moving, I saw somebody panic. I think it was you, Laura Verds. I saw a Steed. Once we move the boss, you're basically coming over here and you're dropping it on Skull and on X. As close to, I mean, X might be a bit too far. I don't know how big that circle is. It might be right here. But you're dropping these 2 as close as possible together. And then you come back. The only person that's not moving is the small circle. You got to be able to distinguish. Do I have a small circle or do I have a big circle? Once we started moving, if it says left or right, it's not. It should be saying. It's probably saying go to the edge, drop off the edge, right? I think it says drop off the edge.
It says go to the edge.
It said go to the edge at that point. Yeah.
That's what it says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the edge.
So it doesn't say left or right at that point. It really says go to the edge. Go to the edge means find the last puddles. Where are they? Drop it as close to the edge as possible without overlapping your buddy. We're doing a lot of talking here, guys, but there's a lot of learning on this, so we're just trying to correct these mistakes quickly.
Just make a request. Could you change triangle to star and diamond to circle, because that's what the soaks are saying left and right. They're star and circle.
Yeah, sure.
Just to help people, tell the difference. Like,
but now the notes.
I mean, she's gonna change it. It's okay.
That's what the notes are saying. Because when you
no. What he's saying is the note that Ash put in ERT. It says left triangle, right diamond. We'll change it. It's okay.
I'm old, alright? I'm trying to confuse me.
I talked about the actual weak ore.
I know, but still, you're confusing him if you say that.
Don't hurt the old man, right?
Okay, boomer.
Sorry. There you go.
Yay!
Sounds like Josh is volunteering to do note work now.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
Group 1 soaks. And everybody back on skull. We've got left one, right one coming up, guys. Go to your positions. Left one, right one.
Magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss.
Good.
Breath incoming.
Everybody's back on square. Next thing is knockback.
Taunt boss. Knocking back.
And group 2 soaking. Group 2 soaking.
Revival. Healing tide.
Everybody back on skull. Everybody back on skull. We've got left 2, right 2. Left 2, right 2.
Yep.
That's pretty far, skull.
Breath incoming.
Good. Keep going.
AOE incoming.
Group 3. Group 3. Back to skull. Back to skull.
Anti-magic shell.
Stack one.
Rebirth.
Breath incoming.
Alright, we're moving. We got group 1 soak. We got knockback happening first. Sorry. Knockback. Group 1, you're about to soak. Group 1, you're about to soak. Skull on skull. Everybody on skull. Everybody on skull. The 2 people that don't have it, go to the edge. X in the corner. X in the corner as deep as you can. Try and be closer next time.
Darkness.
What happened there? It feels like we...
It's not fully soaked.
Yeah,
I think we dropped it on the boss.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Wipe it.
So I want to try and get ahead of the group.
Anti-magic shell.
Right?
So in the video, they're putting it kind of towards the middle of the room, so you can put it on a side.
Yeah, Did you see where I dropped skull there?
Yes.
And did you drop it on skull, or was it too...
He was under the boss.
No, I was. You can see my.
It was deep in
right.
his butt.
Yeah,
so...
he was in his crack.
I mean, you want it to always be like relatively to the starting position and where the boss is in square.
Yeah.
You know, always towards the middles, because that's where the range are primarily probably going to be grouped up, in the melee as well, probably, just to be stacked together for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I was chasing around. I was like, "Where is this dude going?" He's like up inside this dog's butt.
So I don't know who it was. Sinria, I guess it was you and somebody else. I saw somebody come to X, and the other person was over here, I think.
Yeah, I was over here.
Try and come, like, there's a point right here. Try and come to this point. The other person should be on X. The problem with going this way, we're basically at the end. We're gonna finish over here. If you drop it too close, we're gonna feel it at the end. Those circles get big, so we really want to be as tight as possible. And the first we put is really important. So the first two should definitely be triangle and X probably. And if triangle's edge is closer and X feels far, I mean, go edge it on that circle.
All right.
And I will try to position a skull marker for the stack points and the drops around the boss. So, mindless, just drop it on skull, guys.
Sorry, I did a reload, but I'm ready.
Tell me when you're good. Or did you see you were? Okay, no, sorry.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
Group 1. We got Big Soaks 1 here. Big Soaks 1.
Anti-magic shell.
New tools first.
Good. Watch the breath.
Tuned first.
Watch the knockback here.
Wind rush.
AOE incoming.
And group 2 soaking. Group 2 soak, group 2 soak. Good. Everybody back to skull, back to skull.
Healing tide.
Big Soaks 2, get ready. Big Soaks group 2, get ready. It's okay.
Anti-magic shell. Revival.
Breath incoming. AOE
Group 3, you're about to soak. Group 3 soaks.
Divine health.
This is Big Soaks 3, Big Soaks 3.
Spirit link.
New stack line. Breath incoming.
Get a res.
Rebirth.
And we're moving a bit here. He's right here. Good. We've got knockback coming up.
Looking back. AOE incoming.
Alright. Everybody's stacked. Everybody's stacked after this group 1 soaking. Sorry. Nice. Everybody on skull. Everybody on skull.
New rebels.
That's too close. Cool. Good to know. And we move boss.
AOE incoming.
Group 2, sorry. And stack it on skull. The other 2 are going back.
Anti-magic zone.
To the edge, to the edge, to the edge. So you don't want to do... Yeah.
New source.
Alright, swipe it.
Incoming.
We're dropping it too close to the boss. I had to figure out where. We've already almost enraged him.
Okay, so the group circle doesn't want to hit him at all.
Looking back.
No, it's okay if he... It's weird. It can be kind of under him, but not his feet, kind of. His
That's
tail.
what I saw. I saw the little circle on his foot. So
Hey,
he
just
was-
err on
yeah.
the side of caution, and if you're
Yeah.
the person with it, just back it up a little bit. You know,
I was gonna ask that, but I did see the circle on
Yeah.
his foot.
yeah, because I had it right there on that one. So, I mean, yeah, when I was looking at the circle, it was kind of overlapping. So, I mean, if we need to back it up more, that's fine. But it's just
Gonna try and figure out which marker is wrong, because we were clearly gaining stacks in the first part of it. So we'll see. Just a reminder, if you are not the assigned there's two groups you got to worry about. What is your group assignment for Small Circle? I will call them Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. And there is your group assignment for the Big Soaks. Big Soaks Group 1, Big Soaks Group 2, Big Soaks Group 3. Obviously, you need to know whether you're left or right. That's not my responsibility. If we are doing the Small Soaks and I call for Group 1 and they spawn and you're in the circle and you are not Group 1, you're Group 2, get out. Do not plant. Do not finish your cast. Finish your cast. You got time. But be out of that circle before it drops. I do not want people that are not assigned to a soak group to be standing in a soak group. I saw some people. Just want to make sure we don't do that because you will probably die from it. It's a nasty debuff and it hurts. We're gonna need some pulls here to try and figure out the range of the boss in the pool. But it's okay. Let's keep progressing at least. One thing I don't know who it was on the second set of puddles. Somebody dropped it here, and the other person went this way and dropped it here. Never do that. Always, always, always go to the edge. We'll be moving the boss away from this, so don't worry about where the boss is.
When do you want new gates put down? Like, I guess after the second time we move him?
No.
It's the first, third, and fifth set.
It's the first, third, and fifth knockback, but they're not necessarily... The timing is weird. So you're dropping out the gate around 2 minutes 55.
Yeah.
Okay. 55, okay.
I think we should be doing every mock cast, by the way. I think I get 3 stacks, you take it back, but you'll be dropping those before you get the new set. I don't think we should be going to 6 stacks. Dude, I had shield wall on that one. And I still died. You can go to 6, I'll go to 3. How about that? Going to 9 is risky for no reason.
He just wants to out heal everybody.
Right. Last thing, guys.
Can't win on DPS.
Make sure Skull is cleared before you guys move to your left or right assignment. It has to disappear and then you go. Group 1 soaking. And go to your things. Big soaks. 1.
Anti-magic shell.
New tools.
I think it's circle. Looking at the circle. We're about to get the knockback.
Wind rush.
Torrent force. Knocking back.
Knockback?
Rallying cry. Stampeding roar.
Group 2 soaking. And group 2 big soaks coming up. Group 2 big soaks coming up. Place them correctly on your markers.
Anti-magic shell. Revival.
Breath incoming. AOE incoming.
Divine him.
Group 3 soaks. What's this? No, I'm confused.
Yeah, we can remove it early.
We moved
Yeah,
early.
yeah.
It's fine, just reposition based on this.
No.
New
Yeah.
force.
It's alright.
Breath
Just wipe it.
Okay, one thing. Is it the Weakar that's making the chat bubble and saying, because it's telling me to soak the first one, even though on the note I'm in the second small soaks.
Give me a second.
AOE incoming.
Because it did it both this bowl and the previous, where the Weakar that was telling me to soak and the chat bubble was telling me to soak, but on the first one, even though I'm in the note, at least if I'm reading it right, I'm supposed to be in the second group of small soaks.
Yeah.
Gateway.
I don't know what to tell you guys. Trying to reload, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why it would do that, but maybe running group 1, group 2, group 3 runs it. I don't know if it's working for everybody else, but...
For me.
That's working for me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a valid point, Jess. We can use left and right to try and position on the edge. The problem with that, though, is if somebody gets there super early compared to their comrade, it's better that they get the placement first and not have to wait after the other person. So it's, if you guys are both wondering who's going left and who's right, but you're next to each other, sure. If somebody gets there early, I'd just say commit to the corner and let the other guy adjust to you.
So it might be bad that I'm asking this far into the fight, but left and right is based on the way we're looking at the boss now, right? Not the
No.
way we're actually facing the boss in combat.
In combat, left or right looking at the boss. So if I'm on Skull right now, left is star, right is circle. If I'm looking...
Okay, so then I've been going the wrong way for sure this whole time.
Yeah, so basically that also applies to your individual soaks. The group soaking group 1, you should be on the left side this way, ready to soak something happening over here, and then readjusting to Skull.
Yep.
Left and right in relation to the boss when you're looking at him, correct. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't want to hear it, Hexa. Halo.
8.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
Group 1 soaking. Everybody back to Skull, back to Skull, back to Skull. Big soaks group 1.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming.
Yeah, it was circle, giving the stacks on the boss, so we're good.
Taunt boss.
Healing tide.
Watch the knockback.
Valor prize.
On.
Stampeding roar.
I was giving you some parsing.
Well, it's fine. I just didn't want to
No, I'm
screw up your
I'm
mojo.
teasing. Yeah. Alright, positions, group 2 soaks.
Hydra's anti-magic
Big soaks,
shell.
I mean.
Revival.
AOE incoming.
Divine hit.
Got group 3 soaks happening. Yeah, this will work fine. Right, group 3 big soaks.
Spirit link.
You guys are going left too quickly. You need to wait till the circle, the middle circle.
After
is always
Jess. Move the boss. We got knockback coming up.
The wind rush. Gateway. Tranquility. AOE anti-magic shell.
Got group 1 soaks. Too early. You gotta wait for the big soaks to happen. Oh, did you get knocked back?
My DA.
Yeah. On the boss. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Everybody's soaking this. I don't know why I'm there. Watch the lava. Those 2 lava placements on the edge was good. Well done. We're staying here. This is group 2 soaks.
AOE incoming.
Bring the boss a bit. Oh, somebody missed it. Cool, wipe it.
Okay, so
Anti-magic
a
zone.
few things there I've seen quite a few times with like right then. If you're soaking a circle and you see another circle that's not soaked, do
Anti-magic
not
shell.
jump from one circle to the next because 3 people were running towards that circle and then someone, I don't know, jumped or whatever and went to it and left another one open and they couldn't recover in time before it hit. And secondly, to my understanding, go ahead.
Like I said earlier, if you are in a circle, you stay there. You've committed
Right.
to it. You step in a circle, you die in the circle.
So, and then the next thing, kind of what Jasmine was going off, at least my understanding on that is if you are left or right, as soon as the actual lava goes down on left and right, you move from middle.
No.
I didn't think. So you
No.
actually stay
You
in the
stay
middle
on
and soak
skull
it?
and you wait for that one to finish before
Okay, cool.
anybody moves.
And then the people go to the corresponding one. or
Correct.
whatever.
But skull circle has to disappear before anybody moves.
Well, yeah, definitely if you have the big circle when you go out, obviously.
No, but my point is, like, even if you're assigned...
Acto was typing in chat.
Oh, if you have the circle on you, no. I mean, if you have the circle on you, you go to your circle. But that's 2 people. There's only 2 people that should not be on skull.
Right, yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was the play, was we're standing in.
Yeah, but Exodus, not to get confused, but if you do have the big circle, like what I did before, but it's not your big soak moment, you just drop in your circle and you're getting out.
Yeah.
You're not soaking.
Correct.
He doesn't get good. See? You gotta explain
No,
that.
Verts. We don't need the rest of the group soaking the first big soak on left.
No, he's saying that after the big group soak goes down, there's only 2 people that are smoking
Yeah,
the
it's literally
circle,
only Ash
soaking
and
the
I
left
soaking.
circle.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
he's saying the rest of
So
our
I
group
end up
needs
with
to come and
14
soak.
stacks.
So, Siri, Ash, Witz, Sinria, Verds. You guys have a busy fight. There's nothing happening healing-wise there. Well, not much. Not as much. So, you guys are going in the first one. You got to make sure you step in there with those guys. Yeah, that makes sense, Verds. If you were the only one going there with Ash, then yeah, you need backup.
5, 4, 3.
It's not square anymore, Glor.
1.
Or skull.
You're so stuck in the past.
He's
Yeah, he was the one who asked for the change.
Yeah, right? In his defense, he asked for, like, okay, group 1, sorry. He only asked for the side markers. Big soaks, group 1. Everybody's stabilizing on skull right now. Everybody on skull. Everybody on skull.
Anti-magic zone.
Wait for skull to finish, and then you go.
Anti-magic shell.
Toned boss. Breath incoming.
Everybody back to skull. We got gates coming up in 5. Well, knockback.
Toned boss. Knocking back.
Healing tide. Rallying cry.
AoE incoming.
We've got group 2 soaking. Group 2, group 2, group 2.
Revival.
We got go back to skull, go back to skull. It's big soaks number 2. Big soaks number 2.
Anti-magic shell.
Breath incoming.
Take it whenever. Yeah.
AoE incoming.
Alright, we got soaks for group 3. Soaks for group 3. And this, everybody back on skull. This is big soaks 3. Big soaks 3. And we're moving, watch it.
Anti-magic shell.
Toned boss.
Watch the knockback.
Knocking back.
Tranquility.
AoE incoming.
Wind rush.
Got group 1 soaking, group 1 soaking. Everybody back, and group up. Everybody group up. Left and right, going to the edge far. Nope, not that edge.
Breath incoming.
Let's just get out of this pocket.
AoE
It's fine.
incoming.
Yeah, that works.
Group 2.
Group
Ice
2,
block.
sorry, yeah. Thank you. Alright. Big soak. The two big ones are going far to the edge, where the other ones are.
Anti-magic shell.
Perfect, guys.
Taunt boss.
Wonderful. Move the boss.
Breath incoming.
Alright, stop moving the boss. Gate now. Gate on the floor now. Next thing is knockback.
Gateway. Gateway. Life cocoon.
Use the gateway if you need to, guys. Knockback now.
AoE incoming.
Group 3. Group 3 soaking. I'm moving
There's
boss.
soak on the
In the
left.
back. There.
Yeah, unfortunately I died as I was trying to soak, and then
It's all good.
someone took my spot and didn't put it out once.
Happens.
Do tanks gain a stack for every searing or maul that they take?
Incinerating them on? No.
Yeah, incinerating Moz is the triple hit.
We gain a stack of the
so-
bad debuff on that?
Well, I was asking because Mitten was at like 34 and you were only at 22.
Oh, that's the floor soak. I got up higher because there was a soak that was in the wrong spot, and I said, screw it, I'll just take it.
Right.
Alright, I just want to make sure that.
No, incinerating mod doesn't impact anything.
Another thing is just kind of make sure if you're getting targeted with the big circles going out, that if you're staying in and soaking, it's your correct group, because you definitely don't want those stacks, and then you got to soak in your own group type thing, and now you got a lot of stacks because you've kind of soaked twice type thing.
Right.
It doesn't matter that the big circles touch the boss. Does he get any stacks if any of the big
It
circles?
increases his enrage, so
And
like
that's
he'll
what's
gain
been happening.
energy.
Well, have you guys noticed that? The
Yeah,
big
I
circles
mean,
have been touching his legs.
We're slowly correcting. We had some
Okay.
in the first phase. Well, in the first 3 stacks, the markers adjusted. That fixed that. And we're gonna be working on positioning the ones once we start moving. So it's a work in progress. But yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about in the movement part. I'm talking about right here in the beginning. There's
No, he's not
circles that are
good.
being put under his feet.
If people are putting it on the marker, no. If people aren't dropping it on the marker, then yeah, that can happen. The markers are good now, so you guys just have to make sure you're dropping it on the marker. Myth and Jasmine, you good?
Yeah. I wanted to comment. So our names, for example, for the small soaks, are in a specific order. So I would assume that order is to tell us in relation to the boss which small circle we should be soaking.
Correct.
So, like, right?
There's no way I can see. I'm soaking what I see right next to me. I'm not looking for numbers. I'll be honest with you.
No, it's not necessarily a numbers game, but if the boss is on Skull,
Yeah.
and so let me put a marker that makes sense because I'm afraid of pulling the boss. If the boss is on Skull, Jirasu, your name is on the right. You should just by nature be hanging on the right before things ever drop, and the opposite is true. Valo should be coming over here and ready to soak anything over here. So it's just a positions game. If you're close to it and you jump in, it is what it is, but it's so that we can cover the whole ground. If somebody steps in and they were there, they're there. We don't need to make a big fuss out of it. If there's one under the boss, I mean, leave the melee get it. There's melee in every group. There's 2 melees in every group. There's 2 melee in every group. So definitely just it's okay if somebody steps out and goes and they're not in the right, but try and get a feel for that movement and that positioning for sure.
Was second gate positioning okay?
Yeah, I think so. You both did it and it looked fine. Yeah. I'll try and give you guys a bit more heads up, but I mean, I think you had enough heads up. I don't think we need both doing it though, so I don't know if we want to do something about that later on.
Doesn't have a cooldown, but yeah.
Yeah, but you're wasting a GCD.
AoE incoming.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Group 1, sorry, thank you. Everybody on Skull. This is big groups 1.
Anti-magic shell.
Good point.
Anti-magic shell.
That's good positioning though.
Breath incoming.
Alright, get ready for knockback. Furnace, don't forget about us, by the way. It does make a big difference if you leave us gain all those times.
AOE incoming.
Stampeding lore.
Group 2, group 2, group 2.
Revival.
Group 2 big circles. Big group 2, big soak 2. Words.
Breath incoming.
Trying to I see what you did.
AOE incoming.
Group 3 soaking. Group 3 soaking. Good. And big soaks group 3.
Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming.
And moving boss. Cool.
Mana
Taunt
card.
boss.
Life cocoon.
Knocking back.
Tranquility.
AOE incoming.
Alright, group 1 soaking, group 1 soaking. Big circles coming up. There's 2 going to the edge. I adjusted the marker so it's triangle and X. Triangle and X.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Big circle, small circle, you're staying here. Not on the boss, not on the boss.
Breath incoming.
Spirit link.
Definitely drop that too close, by the way.
Rebirth.
AOE incoming.
Group 2 soaking, group 2 soaking. Try and bring it a bit. Oh, you're dead. Ah, look at that. That explains a lot. Alright, so we got 1 circle next to the boss. Everybody's soaking that. The 2 bigger circles.
Move boss.
People are still freaking out when they get the big circles once we start moving.
Move boss.
It's gonna take a few pulls to get used to that. Let's take break. It's break time. If you need something to try and figure out, I'll try and find a. No.
Like generally, if you have the group one, you don't have to move because you're already in this position.
Yeah.
Only the 2 big ones, the 2 other ones that really need to move. Maybe just back the group one out a little bit just to be safe, but other than that. But yeah, I saw
did
that. They
back
ran
it up
all the
with
way to the corner, then they're like, oh fuck, I had the group soak. And they dash back to the boss.
I think it was the second group soak after we were moving. I had it, like right when we wiped. Was that too close to the boss?
I'll be honest, I have no idea.
Fine. I'm just kidding. I'll bring it back.
Hey, boy.
Yes, sir.
On that last poll, the small soaks, one of them ended up dropping in the lava pool.
Really?
Yeah, so does that mean we just had the boss a little bit too close to where we were supposed to be?
No. They're usually always tanking it on the edge. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if the circles that we dropped were out of position because I dropped mine just a slight bit right of green, and they dropped theirs like just a slight bit right of X. But the boss at that moment was like literally on circle, or at least that's what I saw.
Yeah, he was like over
Yeah,
here.
he was like on circle, so I'm not sure where the positioning's supposed to be, but I just thought
Boss at
most
that
time-
point should be here.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit close, but I didn't want to say anything. Like,
We can.
Yeah, I think that was our issue. Is we just need to go a little bit further to prevent the soaks going into the spreading lava.
Yeah.
basically, from the diagram, like I
Yeah,
looked
yeah,
at,
I'm
you
looking
want
at
his
it,
butt-
yeah.
You want his butt on this,
Right.
and then you go to the corner,
Yeah.
and then it's the same thing. It's chain corner, chain corner.
Yeah, sure. It's just the first one that's you're right. I hadn't noticed the difference on the first one, but I guess it's because we're starting it. It makes a difference. Cool.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles. Honor all dragons.
Just me.
Okay, I realized it afterwards.
Yeah, it's all good.
I need to remember to not burn my spell reflect and stuff until soaking the circles, because
Yeah, it hurts.
soaking the circles hurts like hell.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually using spell reflect and defensive stance on every single circle soak, and it still hurts like hell.
Yeah. Whew. Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't know that Silent doesn't lose on twos.
I do, dude. It's been a while since I've been struggling with twos.
Oh, really? Oh, man. I
It
remember.
was
I
more
kid you
the
not.
from
86
86
to
to
2.
2.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I've seen him go like 400 and something to
Yeah.
1. It was impressive. Yeah, impressive.
431. That's the highest I've gone to 1.
Yeah, I was like, no way that just happened.
I'm still rich. I got 50k from Fernius last time.
Hey. Yay. I can't even type. All yours, sir.
I was about to say, I can't.
All right, double up.
Hey.
Being my gambling addiction, this is not good.
That's what you do. It's, you know, you give them a little bit, and then they're like, oh man, I'm feeling good. I feel confident. They got that 50k, and then they lose everything.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's how it works.
Straight to
Every gambler quits just before they win big.
No.
See, kids, Stay away from it. See what he just did? Stay away.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got gold left. Jeez, Ash. I know we didn't have much time left, but... No!
Clean him out.
Sheesh.
I'm out now, boys. Yeah, I think that's a proper statement. Repair bot down.
The A repair.
Yeah, it's just one.
Just 1 to the 20th power.
Mine looks like a circle. I don't know what yours looks like.
Isn't 1 to the 20th power 1?
Yes.
Yeah, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1.
4, 3, 2,
That's
1.
good.
Alright. Wits. Come on over. Exo, you're gonna have to pull Wits from here, or we summon him. Wits! Your friend is coming. Oh, you got slow fall? That's a priest thing? Look at that.
I got levitate.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's slow fall, but it works on water. Oh, it's slow fall and water walking.
Nice. Ash, Nuclide, you guys back?
Well, of course I'm back. I cleaned you out.
Yay! Sad face. Alright, just a reminder, after we start moving, the first two, triangle and X, and then we go from there, on the edge, moving this way. Always on the edge. We'll pull the boss a bit further than we did last time. Don't forget your big soak assignments, please.
5,
I know some people are missing them still.
2, 1. AOE incoming.
Group 1. Wipe it!
Anti-magic zone.
Yeah, we missed one.
Is the boss underwater with me?
What
What
just happened?
That's reset.
Just you reset in the lava.
I just saw it on. I was like, oh, I guess
Wasn't-
Bulwark wants it first. Then the boss disappears. Like, hey.
It wasn't 1 soak, it was 2 that were missed.
Nice, nice. We can grip Bulwark back
We
before he
have to wipe
dies.
anyway.
I let him swim his way out.
Leaping into the lava is the worst. You just literally
Gateway.
drop to the
You
bottom.
can't. Yeah, it's horrible.
So does blinking. Any movement ability that I think that's not like roll or chi torpedo, you just get teleported.
Yeah, I used to troll my last skill by putting a gate from there after this boss to Elf, and they'd all go to the bottom.
It was one Jirasu, it's just that you and Sari were actually soaking, so it looks like you got hit by twice, just because there's the explosion and then there's the one you soaked.
Okay.
Who hits your flask? Alright, let's do soaks right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Group 1 soaks. Back to skull. Back to skull. Back to skull. Big soaks, group 1.
Anti-magic zone.
Somebody's in there. Somebody's good.
Anti-magic shell.
Tuned force. Breath incoming.
Oh no, I took it. I take it back. And knockback coming up. I'll take it before the next one. I just don't want to taunt him either.
Rallying cry.
AoE incoming.
Stampede
And group 2
roar.
soaks.
Wind rush. Reviving tide.
Big soaks, group 2.
Breath incoming.
Anti-magic shell.
AoE incoming.
Divine hit.
Group 3. Group 3, group 3. Far yeah, you got it. And big soaks, group 3 coming up.
Iron bar.
Breath incoming.
And we're moving boss. Moving, moving, moving. Good.
Tuned force.
Stack on skull, stack on skull.
Tranquility.
Knockback.
Anti-magic shell.
I got one under boss. Don't worry about it. Small soak on skull. Everybody else go to the edge. Triangle the next. Triangle the next. Good.
Darkness. Breath incoming.
Honk it. Keep going. Get a res on Valo. Group 1 soaking. Group 1 soaking.
Rebirth.
Group 2.
Did you soak into something? Oh, that was group 2. Sorry.
She thinks she spawned in fire.
Where you going?
Anti-magic zone.
Skull, where you going?
Not in the right space. It's okay.
Anti-magic shell.
I got distracted myself, so I didn't call things. We're good.
Remember, if it's off circle, treat it like hero and always put it in front of the boss, to the side of it. Never to the.
One thing that we didn't talk about is you can't be battle resed later in this fight. You'll just instantly die.
Because of the stacks. It depends why you died. What he was saying is if you have more than 40 stack, don't accept a res. If your death is not stack related, then it's okay to res. If your death is stack related, because you automatically die after 40 stacks. So this early in the fight, there's no reason anybody should be dying because of that. So reses are safe still. Ready checking, but give me a second here.
No, it's more to inform people that when they die later, they're just dead.
Gateway.
Oh, it's a DPS check anyway, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's
fight pretty
probably
much at
lost
about
anyway.
5:30 is people are gonna have to start sacking those soaks at the end. Syria, you just gotta top yourself off. If you're low, it's gonna hit you really hard. You're just gonna die. You really want to use personal cooldowns, or you're at high stacks too.
Alright, I'm back. Let's go.
Hey,
Hold.
Malark.
Yeah, what? Sorry.
I think I know a lot of we're getting double stacks because we have two people soaking the same small circles. In the end, won't that end up killing us because we just end up taking more soak damage later?
The problem is if you go in early, sure, try and just get the one person in there, but if you get in there and there's 2 seconds left, it's too risky moving out. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I mean, we just need to be mindful. Like, it's not really okay to just sit there and have two people soaking. If you can get out, like, safely, get out.
Yeah, it's a tough call to make, but yeah,
4,
for sure.
2, 1. AOE incoming.
Group 1. Big soaks, group 1.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Tuned boss. Breath incoming.
There's no spawn.
Thank you.
Tuned boss.
Gateway coming up.
Knocking back.
Rallying cry.
AOE incoming.
Healing tide. Stampeding roar.
Soaks, group 2.
Revival.
Breath
Anti-magic
Watch
shell.
that. Okay.
AOE incoming.
Divine hit.
Group 3. And big soaks, group 3. Everybody on skull. Careful with that position.
Not on the boss.
New boss.
Make sure you're dropping it on the markers, guys.
Incoming.
Probably not worth
Got a lot of
blinking.
energy.
Tuned
Anti-magic
And
shell.
range is not a problem yet, so we're okay. But
Knocking back.
knockback, watch it.
Tranquility.
AOE
Rescue.
incoming.
Group 2, group 1.
On.
Wind rush.
That was perfect, guys. Good. Oh, I need to move.
AOE incoming.
I'll admit, I'm lost.
Two.
Thank you.
Two. Dos.
Alright. Small circle stays, the other 2 on the edge.
Anti-magic zone.
Awesome, guys. That's wonderful.
Darkness.
Breath
Did you do something? Or I rip off you? Alright, he's on. This is a new gate position.
I'll let Myrtle do it.
Murgle.
Iron bar. Gateway.
Knocking
This is
back.
gateway if you have it, guys. If you need it, grab it.
AOE incoming.
Miss.
This is group 3.
Stampeding roar. Revival. Mana tide. Anti-magic shell.
Breath
Breath
incoming.
Divine shield.
AOE incoming.
Soak missing in the back.
Lock.
Yeah, that was one I wanted to get.
It's all good. Not bad, guys.
His energy was really high. Though.
Yeah, we had a few bad placement, but that's okay. We're working on those placements right now. We're not meeting in rage. We're not getting to that point. But it was there was Casatella and I think one other person on the side one. We got to be a bit more. We basically want to do max range melee when we're trying to drop that puddle. So be mindful, especially if you're melee. Back it up a bit. You know what your range is. Just go for it. Your auto attack range, not your like, oh, I have a spell that reaches 25 yards.
Gateway.
And I think
You guys get a big circle soak, and you have to run out to the edge. Use a personal cooldown.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
I
say,
almost
yeah.
died through an
I
ending.
need a personal for that, or I'm just dead, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
you're
start
gonna be
hurting
low.
because of the amount of stacks you have of everything. Did I rage check? I did not. I think so. We need to be a bit more spread after the first 3. What do you mean?
Like the main soak, not the ones that are going like all the way back here, but the one that we're dropping next to the boss.
Right.
I don't think it can be so like hugged up to the boss. That's all I'm thinking.
No, we have to. That's what I was talking about, being max melee range.
Yeah. I typed it before you talked about it.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm sorry.
Way to put me on the spot.
I like you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
Group 1. Big Soaks 1, get ready. Everybody's back on Skull.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Tuned force. Breath incoming.
Perfect.
Tuned force. Knocking back.
Rallying high.
AOE incoming.
Stampeding roar.
I don't have. What? I'm so sorry.
2.
2, 2, 2. Big groups 2.
Anti-magic shell.
Breath
Revival.
incoming.
Life defeated.
AOE incoming.
Divine.
3. Back to Skull.
Mana tide.
Breath incoming.
Knockback in 6.
Tuned force.
Thank you.
Knocking back.
Knockback.
Tranquility. Wind rush.
AOE rescue.
Group 1.
On.
You're planting max melee range. Whoever has that one. Max melee range. The other ones are going to X and triangle.
Anti-magic shell.
Breath incoming.
Rebirth.
AOE incoming.
Group 2.
Anti-magic zone.
Tuned force.
Knockback in 15 for warlocks.
Moving.
Breath incoming.
In this new position.
I think you're gonna have to do every single time the same thing. By the way, his tail on the chain. It's very squeezed up back there.
New gate.
New gate down.
Knocking back.
Sorry.
AOE incoming.
Group 2. 3.
3.
3,
Anti-magic
Yeah.
so I just did 2.
I need something to help me call those.
I got confused. I'm honestly fine with just the Vigora telling me when to soak. It's pretty gigantic.
Yeah, weak warrior helps a lot.
I just know it helps. A lot of people get focused back in on, oh right, I'm next, because some people tunnel.
Okay, fair enough.
I just need a way to call it without being confused every single time.
Could assign someone else who's maybe not really like one of the officers to call it too. Because you got a lot to track already.
Sari, Hwitz, Sinria. Please make sure you soak the first left big puddle. Verds and Ash are always around 8-10 stacks. That means you three never got in there. So please help them out. It's gonna hurt them in the end.
Gateway.
So I just thought that since I said Murgle the first time, that he had it that time, but
He does 3, you do 5.
yeah, that works.
Yeah.
You can probably pre-set it up since we're
gonna
pretty
say
much
that.
in the same spot. Like if you want to put your gate over here, about where we're at.
Yeah, the boss's tail should be right here on top of this. He's right there. Your gate can probably be here. Yeah.
Gateway.
Good.
You want to go past again?
Yeah. I was noticing it. They're squeezed back here if his full body is on it. We're gonna need to do the same thing on everyone, I think.
And then for this one,
same thing, corner, and then.
Do we just use this point here? Because there's not really a corner here, but
Yeah,
this
same
point
thing.
here.
Same idea. Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know if you wanted to go all the way.
No, let's do the same.
It goes from chain. Should go from that chain to this corner, to the middle, to that corner.
I mean,
chain,
this is the
whatever.
equivalent of a chain right here, so you're good. We are going to have to start planning defensives on the person with the so the person with the big soak, after we're at 4, they need a personal. So if we can have healing cooldown rotations on that figured out eventually, Ash. Right now, every person with that explosive magma on X, or like on Skull, sorry, is dying with it once we're past the 3rd one.
Yeah, and that's I was actually talking just a second with someone because I've noticed quite a few times that, you know, with that ticking, and then you're around half HP, if not 60%, you're gonna die from that going off. So it's maybe even a little more. So I've been trying to hold health stones and health pots at that point, and of course defensives if you can. But if you pop it like one, you know, when it's at 1 second, it's about to strike down. You can usually get enough to just stay alive, because if not, that overlap's really nasty if you literally have nothing for yourself.
We're supposed to be planning defensives for those, so I think that's gonna help a whole lot. And whoever's going on the edge, by the way, to drop things, as soon as you drop it, don't stay in there. You got to get out as soon as you can. Getting stacks is really, really bad. Ash?
So based off of our healer comp, we don't really actually have a lot of external CDs.
Okay.
Because like we have Hwitz is a 3-minute, I have a 2-minute. I think Skyri is the only one with a 1-minute CD, and then Cineriot doesn't have anything.
Okay. I mean, we can work that out. We only got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 5 to figure out. I think we got.
So if you want us to save ours for later, because our CDs are going to be stronger, and people use their personals at that time.
We only have to
probably.
We only have to plan for the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are sacrifices. So, lava soak.
So then, like, we could cover 6, 7, 8, where it's gonna hit harder. Or Skyri can probably do like 4 and then maybe like 8, depending on the timing.
if you've got somebody doing lava soak at 3:44, let's say Hwitz is doing that one, because he's got a 3-minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 minute. That's not good. Lava soak is the big circle, right?
Yeah, lava soak is the
1,
big circle.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're missing 2 in the note, and it's confusing me.
That's because we're not using CDs for them.
Gotcha. We'll figure it out. See if you can figure out a pattern for. We'll pull here, but see if you can figure out a pattern for the defensives that works. We don't, like I said, we don't need to cover 9 and 10. It's really 4 to 8.
Let's try. Does Gorf and Verds both have sack?
Yeah.
Is it magic damage though?
Sack is just any damage.
Okay.
20%.
Just saying that redirects. That can get scary.
Okay, I'll add that here in a second.
Let's go, marker.
5.
Yes, thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
Alright. I'll grab the. No, you got it. First group, big soaks.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming.
Got knocked back on up.
Taunt boss. Knocking back.
Rallying cry.
AOE incoming.
Stampede
Group 2
roar.
soaking.
Group 2.
Ice block. Revival.
Big soaks, group 2.
Breath incoming.
Anti-magic shell.
AOE incoming.
Divine hit.
Group 3. Somebody grip me eventually. Nope, did not work. Wipe it.
Say white?
Yep.
Yeah, if I got hit for an 800k lava injection, that means I stood. Right?
That's correct.
just making sure.
Yeah. I was like, how the hell? But that, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's tough because you're in your opener and you just want to plant there and do your thing. But if it spawns on you, you actually have to get out.
Yeah. I have been paying attention. I must have just tunneled on that one. My bad.
All good. I've noticed that I think as soon as the group soak is cleared, we need to move to respective left-right pretty quickly. Yes. Very true.
Gateway.
It does. Because right side is always going to be slower.
Yeah, it's like getting pretty close with the breath, and then the left side getting like absorbed.
Ash Flask, Murgle, Sin, Valove, Ash Food. Murgle Food, are you good? Cass AI.
Pretty cool stand over here. It looks like I've got a boomkin firing squad.
Wits, you good?
Yep.
Ash?
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1. Big soaks group 1.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Torn force. Breath incoming.
Alright, watch it. There's knockback coming. Apparently we missed it in the...
Torn force. Looking back.
Healing tide. Rallying cry.
AOE incoming.
I don't know if you saw missing, but we left too early. Group 2. Big soaks group 2.
Anti-magic shell.
AOE incoming.
Group 3. Come on, guys. Right in the group.
Divine hit.
Mood boss.
That was a bit too far. Let's wipe it.
Breath incoming.
Oh, that was the ones that we like just throw to the side.
That's once we start moving boss.
Yep.
Yeah, that was only third big.
Knocking back. AOE incoming.
An illusion. What are you hiding?
Sorry, I was talking mid-pull there, Mythin, but we left too early on circle. There was still
Gateway.
stuff on the floor. So we just gotta be careful. That goes for you too, Fernius.
Yeah, I noticed that. I tried to help you soak it when we found out it was still there.
Okay. Stamina, please. Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
Group 1. Big groups 1.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Torn force. Breath incoming.
Dude, I clipped one again. Someone in group 2 is gonna have to cover for me.
Group no knockback first. Sure.
Torn force. Looking back.
Rallying cry.
AOE incoming.
I usually go right.
Group 2.
Healing tide.
Big soaks 2. Try and not go too far on the right. You guys have a tendency to go too far.
AOE incoming.
Divine hit.
Group 3. Bring it back, Nathan. Yeah. Good. And big soaks 3.
Mana tide.
And we're moving after this.
Anti-magic shell.
Torn force.
That's knockback.
Wind rush. Tranquility. Rescue.
Soaks group 1. Soaks group 1.
Tiger's lust.
Come on, guys. On the boss with that. There should be a max range. Good.
Breathless. Stampeding roar.
And wipe it.
AOE incoming.
So I mean, yeah, I know that I was standing next to that circle, and in this instance, I now realize I could have taken it because my debuff would have dropped, but it does say over people's heads who's actually got it. So if you don't see a say thing over somebody's head by a circle, that's not good.
I'll admit I didn't follow all that. So if you're just sharing your experience, sure. If you had a question, I did not understand it.
When it is your group to soak, the weak order will have a say that says soaking, so no one else
Gateway
should be in that circle.
Right, and if you see somebody else standing next to it, you can't just rely on that person to get it, especially if they don't have a soaking thing above their head.
Correct.
Because I noticed people hesitate to come over to where I was because I was right next to it.
Big circle soaks are a very important part of this fight, guys. Gotta be mindful of it. So please, I've mentioned group 1. I haven't mentioned group 3. I haven't mentioned group 2. But please pay attention. What group are you in? And make sure there's not only like 2 people in there soaking.
Alright, so I put in the personal cooldown, or the CDs.
The defensives.
Yeah, so, Words of Glorf, whenever y'all's comes up, you just have to look to see who gets the left, right. And then there's going to be some where it's going to only be one person with healer CDs.
No, we're doing, you're not doing it on the guys that have left, right. You're doing it on the guy that has the axe.
So you want it on the person who's doing the big soak?
Yes, it's
like
the big soak. Yeah.
With the whole group?
Yes. That's the one that hurts the most.
Okay.
I died to the skull, and that's where everybody was stacked on me.
Yeah, it's the skull that hurts the most. It's not the individual ones. They do less damage. They just have to get out of it as soon as they can.
I thought it did the same all the way across.
No. Still go.
Okay, then I'll work it around
Hi.
in a second.
Hello?
5, 4, 3.
Wait. Group 1? Group 1? I'm just making sure. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Big So's group 1 coming up.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming.
What's the breath?
Taunt boss.
Alright, we got knockback coming up.
Knocking back.
Healing tide.
AOE incoming.
Stampeding roar. Revival.
Boss shit, group 2. Big groups 2. Big groups 2.
Anti-magic shell.
AOE incoming.
Divine hit.
3. Big group 3. Big So's 3.
Breath incoming.
Removing boss. A bit more, I think.
Tuned force.
And we got knockback.
Wind rush. Tranquility. Rescue.
Group 1 soaks. Skull stay. The other two go to X and triangle. Max range, max range. Well, max melee. Good.
Breath incoming.
Symbol of hope.
AOE
Sacrifice.
incoming.
Hawkinson, sorry.
Group 2, group 2. Sorry, one more.
No, you're good. Big square stay.
Anti-magic zone.
Max range, good.
Shell.
Well done. And we move.
Breath incoming. Tuned force.
Gateway up. If knockback, so if you need to, use the gateway.
AOE incoming.
Group 3, thank you.
Stampeding roar. Divine shield. Spirit link.
Birds will
Max
have
range,
50
max
years
max
back.
range, good.
Anti-magic sacrifice.
Breath incoming.
There's me, keep going.
Mana tide.
AOE incoming.
Group 1, group 1. Missing one. Oh, we're good. Not bad, not bad. People dying, people dying.
Wow.
Who's dying? Why?
How many stacks? How many stacks do you feel that around that time we should have? Should be maybe around what 17s, 18 stacks?
On the boss?
No, on the players.
I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It goes up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I saw someone actually had 31 stacks
Be right
already.
back. I'll be right back.
I don't really know what killed me. I just feel like I got one shot explosive magma for 280k.
That's the group soak.
So why am I taking so much there?
There probably wasn't enough people in it. When did you die?
I don't know.
Gateway.
2 minutes and 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Big soaks do around 3 to 400k. Those there are the group soaks. You got hit for 370k, so you're having under 3.
Yeah, you just gotta be top
Basically.
top.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, I've been using everything. Use rocks, healing pot. Just
Oh
before I
yeah,
get hit.
every
Yeah.
pool I've been trying to manage the fact of which defensives do I really need to use, or if I use a defensive early on, then I can use a health stone in between, and then have that defensive, re-roll back up. I mean, I don't know. It's always a struggle on every raid boss that we're gonna prog, and the fact of knowing where we can stretch it versus where we're sitting there and need big defensives or whatnot. That's what I've been trying to learn.
Yeah, Skull Soak is the pain point. Ash is gonna
Yeah, it's like
adjust.
400k HP. It's impressive. So
Yeah.
if you get like the circle itself, now everybody else that the group soaks, I don't think it do the exact same to everybody. I don't think
It does it doesn't do the amount that it does to the person with the soak, but
Yeah.
we get a decent chunk. The people that are coming out with so we're gonna be throwing a defensive from the healers on the person with skull, but if you're coming to triangle and X, or you have one of the two circles that's going to the edge, you should be popping a defensive on that. So do keep that in mind. You're gonna struggle if you don't. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Got
So
us.
what was the timing on that skull soak where everybody died? Was that
Albrith and Cinria died at 210. I don't know.
well those are the individual ones, so
No,
No, I
Albrith.
died with the skull soak
Yeah.
at 210.
And Cinria forgot to use her defensive because it was on cooldown. I don't know about the others. Most people died at 333 at the end, but that was a soak I think that we missed, not the skull soak.
It was a soak we missed out.
It may have been 316, 320, I don't know.
I think maybe just a quick, like, after group 3 does theirs, just say, like, remember group 1 next.
Yeah.
To reset the cycle.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
Group 1. Big soaks 1. Big soaks 1.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Tuned force. Breath incoming. Tuned force.
Got gateway coming up.
Knocking back.
Healing tide.
AOE incoming.
Group 2, group 2.
Revival.
Back to skull. Back to skull. Big soaks 2.
Anti-magic shell.
Breath incoming.
Group 3, group 3.
Divine him.
Big soaks 3.
Breath
Next
incoming.
little soaks are 1.
That's correct. We're moving first. Got knockback coming up. Watch it. Knockback now. It's gonna be group 1 soaks. Group 1 soaks. From now on, guys, left and right goes to the edge. Big soak, max melee range. Everybody's in there. Everybody's in there.
Anti-magic shell.
Breath incoming.
Did you have that on you, Albert? No, you were in the corner. Cool. Sorry.
Nope, still died though.
Yeah.
Group 2.
Group 2. Max melee range. The other 2 go to the edge.
Anti-magic zone.
Max it. Max it. Good.
Breath incoming.
Anti-magic shell.
Tuned force.
This is going to be gateway knockback.
Knocking back. AOE incoming.
This is going to be group 3.
Spirit link.
Oh.
Let's reset.
Sacrifice.
Breath incoming. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. AOE incoming.
Did you have a defense?
Question: if you're next to it, should you just take it or just let it drop?
You gotta let it drop. You gotta let.
I mean, I was standing right next to that one. That
Right now, we need people to get responsible.
Okay.
If we'd be more towards getting a kill, I'd say different. But right now, we need groups to be responsible. You know it's coming up. You know to spread early.
Gateway. Gateway.
Albert, did you have a
so
defensive on that?
I have the defensives fixed for that.
I did, yes.
3.6k overkill. My God. I just saw
rude.
it. How healthy were you before that happened?
I wasn't paying attention. Decent.
50%, and then it hit you 50k. No, it hit you. Okay, you were
It hit
pretty.
me twice. Like I got double tapped by it for 200k. I saw. Hang on, where to go?
No, Molten Spittle just once. No, two. You're right. 3.4.
Two times.
So
Yeah,
maybe.
it hit me for 310,000.
So probably move out of it quicker.
Well, not only that. Are you using health pots in Hearthstone or health?
She was like 70% health there before it started.
I didn't need
yeah.
to at that point.
Yeah.
And that's not a matter of moving out at the same time, fast enough, I think, because it hit me at the exact same second. At 0.4 seconds, I got hit twice.
Yeah, Bulwark, I've seen people die to that exact same spot 2 times in a row now.
Yeah.
I think I died last time there too. I got hit. The one that's dropping on triangle.
Yeah, it's 1.5 seconds, so there's time there. It's going to hit you every second. So if you're in there and it drops and you're staying there, you definitely don't want to get 2 ticks, even less 3 ticks. So
Yeah, I didn't get any ticks. It hit me the one time and killed me.
no, it hit you twice. It hit you Molten Spittle 3.
It hit me twice, but at the same time.
No, 3.4 seconds and 1.9 seconds. That's 1.5 seconds.
I see at 0.4 seconds Molten Spittle for 101k, and at 0.4 seconds Molten Spittle for 209k.
And then I see Molten Spittle at 1.9, Molten Spittle at 3.4, so you're definitely...
That's periodic damage.
Yeah, that's not the actual hit. That's the debuff.
Yeah.
Is the Big Soak giving you a debuff, though? I don't think it is. Give me a sec. What are we looking at? We're looking at Molten Spittle. Magma Puddle gives you something, but no, Molten Spittle is just the fiery pits, but upon removal the player explodes, inflicting damage and creating a magma puddle. I don't know, I'm unsure. Explosive magma.
Consistent with how it happened to me in other cases. You take ticking damage and then the final burst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a 6-second dot, then it bursts.
It's 6 seconds dot?
4, 3, 2.
Sorry?
1.
I guess I didn't know how that worked.
Yeah, that's what it shows in the combat log, whatever it is.
AoE incoming.
Group 1. Oh, it would have been puddle damage, not. Yeah, makes sense. Big Soaks 1, Big Soaks 1.
Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming.
Coming in late there, Bernies.
Yeah, I had the big soak and then I was like brain dead for a second.
Help out on the next one.
Taunt boss.
Okay.
Knocking back.
Rallying high.
AoE incoming.
Group 2. Ooh, that's a bad one. Group 2, Group 2, Group 2. Group. Big Soaks 2, Big Soaks 2.
Anti-magic shell.
Breath incoming.
Every time you drop it further, the boss moves. By the way, watch it on circle. Boss position matters. 3, 3, 3.
Divine hit.
Big circles 3.
Mana tide.
Breath incoming.
Get him up.
Anti-magic shell.
Keep going. It's gonna be knockback.
Knocking back.
Tranquility Rush. Rescue.
You have to use defensive
one.
when it comes back.
I don't have one.
I'll take it.
Alright, max range, everybody's in there.
Breath incoming.
Watch the breath.
Take it now.
Yeah. Got group
AoE incoming.
2. Thank you.
Revival.
Max melee range, please. The 2 on the edge. Good.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Breath incoming.
A bit more. A bit more, probably. And gateway's coming up, guys. Watch the knockback.
AoE incoming.
Group 3.
I got it.
Stampeding roar. Spirit link.
Max melee range, please. Okay, if we have people, then that's just gonna.
Well, that was just unfortunate, man. I literally got hit with the soak, had to, just got hit by the knockback, and then I got hit with the group soak again. I'm like,
Yeah, wipe
I
it.
used bear form, every
We're wiping.
every
Wipe it.
hellstone and pot. I mean, I used everything here, and still there was no way.
Move boss.
I noticed some of the lava pools at the end. We weren't dropping them on the edge. Thing is, I don't know if because the boss was too close or just maybe for whatever reason, some previous puddles weren't dropped on the edge and it caused them to expand too far out.
Right. So one thing that cannot happen is have people do.
Gateway.
I'm gonna put down 2 markers here, but people can't do this and this. That is not good. That will screw us up in the future. You got to make sure that you do 2 markers side to side every time, as much as possible.
So, and that's because the magma's constantly growing, right?
Correct. And if you position it on the inside, it's gonna grow and creep over us on probably by the next thing.
Just for boss movement, like on, I guess it's soaks 4, 5, 6, whatever. You want him here, corner, and then this is the one that I'm kind of lost on.
That
It's
was
usually chain, then corner. But
Yeah.
they're really close, and you want to go past, so you just kind of skip the corner and go over here.
no. I'd say just have his tail on, and it's fine if we bring it like maybe in the corner. We're being a bit greedy in
Actually,
this
maybe,
way. Yeah.
Maybe on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the boss, but us.
Yep. I just noticed like that one for the past couple times we've made it there, we're just like
Yeah, it's
there's a
because
huge gap.
it's because if we're on the chain, they get pretty cornered right here. They start getting pretty stuck.
I just didn't think you wanted a huge gap like between the fire. Like I get you don't want
Not
them in
not
it, but
huge,
it saves the run.
right.
I feel for the wheelchair classes. All right.
All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's not forget big soaks. Some people are still getting once we're past the 3 first sets, we should pretty much all be even, like DPS wise. The only 2 people that should be ahead, that's not true, 5 people that should be ahead are Illyra, Furnius, Lore, and then the tank's way ahead. Everybody else should be around the same number. So if we get to that point and I'm looking at your stacks and you're below the rest of them, you probably didn't do your soak right. So I'm gonna start start mentioning it so that you can gain conscience on the fact you're missing your soaks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, if you have the debuff, you're definitely gonna hurt.
AOE incoming.
Group 1. Big soaks 1. Do you want to take it? Yeah, good.
Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming.
Group 2. No, knockback, sorry.
Taunt boss.
Healing 5.
Knocking back.
Knockback?
Rallying 5.
AOE incoming.
Group 2.
Revival.
Back to skull. We got big soaks 2. Big soaks 2.
Anti-magic zone.
Breath incoming.
Anti-magic shell.
This is 3.
AOE incoming.
Divine hit.
And big soaks 3, guys. Big soaks 3.
Breath incoming.
Right now, we should all be somewhat equal. Some people are a bit low. Look at your stacks. If you're below 6, you probably got too late.
Knocking back.
Watch the knockback here.
Ring tranquility. AOE rescue.
Group 1.
Group 1, thank you.
One's missing in the middle.
Move boss. Watch your feet. Breath incoming.
Dos, tres.
What about it, Sinria?
Hey, Albert, what are you doing on the knockback? Curious.
Disengaging.
Ah, okay. We think alike.
The hunter thing, man. What else would
Yeah,
we
yeah.
be doing?
Yeah, I turn my body. I'm already turning my body as
Yeah.
he hits me, then I
As the
disengage
timer's
back.
going? Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Gateway.
That's when I refresh my steady shot buff too, because you know I can do that while I'm in the air.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing that. Yeah.
Well, you know, for you were the proper hunter spec, just harpoon back.
Well, disengage is the same thing. It does the same thing.
Furnace, you there?
Except it's better.
Can we get a rose on Furnace? Furnace? Yeah.
Bernie is
Incorporated.
This is release spirit. I guess it's bugged.
That works, Fritz. Alrighty, check.
That's right. Survival gets disengaged. There you go.
We usually don't have to use it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you're a rogue in disguise, so.
Only time I use is during vines and Myth Pluses. Disengage out, then harpoon back in.
Right. All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. AOE incoming.
Group 1. Big soaks 1. Big soaks 1.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell.
Torrent force. Breath incoming.
We got knockback coming up.
Torrent force. Knocking
Healing
back.
tide.
Knockback?
Rallying
AoE
fire.
incoming.
Group 2?
Revival.
There's an empty one.
Someone was in it.
Anti-magic
Ice
shell.
block coming.
He's still getting stacks doing that, by the way, Cass.
Well, no one was soaking him, so.
No, I know. I'm just FYIing. 3-3-3.
Yeah, I just noticed that too, so at least I learned that there. I didn't know immunity blocked.
Yeah.
Gonna learn
Big
today.
group 3, big group 3.
Breath incoming.
Just me and Invictus, your stack count is disappointing.
I died.
I'm kidding. I know you guys are both dead.
Tranquility. AoE rescue.
What?
I'm knocked into lava.
Wind rush.
Yeah, thank you. No, I'm so dead.
You know, if you were a hunter.
I have no excuse.
engage
I have
back on, yeah.
Let's just wipe this. Whatever. We got healer dead and 2 DPS. There's no reason that warrior shouldn't get back the boss. It's charge, it's sleep, it's...
So on the one that was missed, it almost seemed to me when I was looking at it that someone was standing in the circle that didn't have
Someone
the soap
was.
above their head.
Yeah, someone was in that circle.
Well, yeah, that's why I was gonna finish it without the soaking on top of their head, and then it's like they noticed that they were in the circle, but the other people didn't notice, so they moved out. So I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what I saw.
Okay, that very well could be the pot.
Yeah, because in that instance there
It's
was like
Ixto's fault and he knows it. It's okay, let's move on.
You guys think it's Exo's fault?
Gateway.
If you don't see somebody with a soaking on top of his head, you're going in. You don't assume that person is going to stay there.
Gateway.
I don't even know.
Except when soaking.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AoE incoming.
Group 1. Big soaks 1. That's not right. Get there quick.
Anti-magic zone.
Close
Anti-magic
enough.
shell.
Torrent force. Breath incoming.
Got knockback coming up.
Torrent force.
Healing tide.
Knocking back.
Rallying
AoE
fire.
incoming.
We got group 2 soaks. Big soaks 2, big soaks 2.
Anti-magic shell. Revival.
AoE incoming.
Big soak 3, sorry.
Divine.
3. Big soaks 3 coming up.
Breath incoming.
Moving boss here.
Anti-magic shell.
Tuned force.
Mana
I got in
tide.
a few seconds. Watch the knockback.
Knocking back.
Group one.
AoE
Rescue.
incoming.
Group one. Alright, start on the edge with these pools now.
Life cocoon. Iron
Max
bar.
melee range, max
Breath
melee range.
incoming. AoE
It's
incoming.
group two. Max melee range on this big soap, please.
Anti-magic zone. Anti-magic shell. Spirit link.
Breath incoming.
We're gonna move boss, don't worry about it. The next thing is gate.
Tuned force.
Watch the knockback. Use the gate if you need to.
Knocking back. AoE incoming.
Stampeding roar.
Group three.
Group 3.
One by the bottom.
Nice catch.
Sacrifice. Stampeding roar. Anti-magic
Breath
shell.
incoming.
Boss is in lava. Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah, you needed
Yeah.
more there because it was caught up by the encroaching.
Group 1.
We can wipe it, sorry.
New boss. Danger, danger.
Jirasu, you died
Instantly.
leaving? What happened? Or was it just on the big one?
Died to the group soak.
No.
You died
Little one.
the little
On
one,
Skull.
yeah, the little one on Skull.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for that, like after this chain, I'm thinking, like, instead of trying to hug a corner, we go there. And then instead of middle, we go there.
We're gonna run out of space if we start
Gateway.
doing that, I think. Maybe, I don't know. We're not running out of space right now. Like, this was what we experienced
Gateway.
this pull felt good.
Yeah, for some
I just-
reason.
It-
I
it-
took
it's
it
just-
like, hey,
The problem we had that pull is there was a soak missed.
Oh, okay. I thought we just ran out of space.
No. The
Didn't a lot of people die to the breath? Huh?
We had one pool that was dropped towards the middle versus being on the edge at the end.
right.
Not counting the one that was dropped on top of the boss.
Rage is at 5 minutes, 30 seconds.
540.
Mine was on top of the boss.
The last one was dropped on the boss, but prior to that, there was another pool that was dropped. It wasn't on the edge.
Crap. Here. Alright.
Yeah, I feel like we're pretty far off on boss damage.
I mean, we're still trying to figure out. Our damage is fine, honestly. It's just we're dying right now, and we're out of whack, and we're not. So right now we just need to figure out the movement, figure out the groups, make sure people are dying. Once we get into that group, it's gonna get a lot better. But I do think we're okay on damage. We don't have Ventus right now. We don't have augments.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AoE incoming.
Group one.
Inside. Oh,
That's, come on,
God.
guys. Wipe
Made
it. Wipe it.
Yeah, just reset 4 dead first thing.
I finally got a crit. You want to wipe?
Turtle.
New boss. Watch your feet.
Oh, who pulled me? Why did I get back here?
Incoming.
I was safe under the boss. Follow me. Come to the weekend. Why is it bringing me back up? I don't want to fight you.
Gateway.
Well, I mean, I'm also taking advantage of the fact that you're with you taking 6 stacks and me 3, I can go full
Gateway.
offensive. For now, until we get to later stacks. Maybe I'm gonna hurt. I'm just gonna pull. Hit fort, please. Furnius, your food. Oh well. It's too late now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE incoming.
Group 1.
Tiger's Lust.
Big groups 1. Big group 1.
Anti-magic shell.
Taunt boss. Breath incoming.
Next thing is knockback.
Taunt boss.
Get him up.
Rebirth.
Knocking back.
Were you in lava?
Yeah. I went too far back.
No! I need a grip. Freaking guy.
Group 2, big so.
Just wait, bit. We're dead.
Revival.
Alright, that's a great way to finish this.
AOE incoming.
Alright, not
After
bad.
the group, so okay. Always try to put him back in the corner here, but I went too far and fell in.
Plus you had the incinerating at the same time, so it just probably... Alright, well, guys, not bad prog. If you're wondering of a few things on this fight, ask, do some homework. We're going to try and figure out and adjust the healing on this. There's obviously some pain points, but that was part of the learning process, so good job. And we come back next week and do more of this. Good stuff, everybody.
Night.
Night. Yeah, it being a bit more organized and less chaotic is really pleasant after Zskarn. I love for like top guilds how this is like stupid fight, and for us it's like, yay, it's enjoyable.
It's just super simple compared to what we just went through with Rashok and Zskarn.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't fit where it is in the raid.
No, it doesn't. Kind of feels like a Guardian. Although Guardian was easier than this, I mean. Alright, well. GG's, everybody.
GG's. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Later, y'all.
Upload a log. Ash, the
Yep.
people that are leaving with The people that are leaving with the 2 puddles and dropping them, is there a healer within range of them when they go do that?
No.
We might need to adjust that because leaving them on their own there is probably just what's
That's why I was saying people need to use their personal cooldowns for that.
I mean, using a personal is not enough though. They're still taking, like, Cinria was not Cinria. Albrith popped her defensive, but still she's taking 100k a second anyways. Like, there's that I'll put it this way: that square is soaked really quickly. Somebody just running towards them afterwards and trying to top them off might be worth it, or just the one person
it's not
off.
gonna, like, if everybody soaks, because they all go off at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
So if they get one shot, they're gonna get one shot.
But right now they're not getting one shot. They're bleeding. They're bleeding out right now. The people out there are bleeding out. They're not getting one shot. The person that's getting one shot is the person with skull.
Well, when I got one of the big circles that we had to take out to the edge,
yeah,
I like died instantly. And I think that's what's happening to other people too, it seems. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I died instantly. I don't know if I popped a defensive there. I might have, I don't remember. But whatever the case is, yeah, you take a lot of damage.
Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage there. But we don't have defensives for all of you guys, externals, I mean. So that's why I'm thinking maybe we need healing support following them a bit more there. Because you might have died instantly, but maybe it was a non-defensive, but we definitely had some people just die 3 or 4 seconds after the puddle dropped. And that's the problem.
Hey, do the small soaks do more and more damage as we get more stacks?
No, I don't think so.
I think just the dot does more damage that you get from it.
Yeah, the stacking dot that you get from soaking stuff does more damage throughout the fight, but the actual soaks themselves don't.
But the small soak?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed later on, like, I was taking more, like, the small soaks were hitting me harder. I don't know what it is.
So the small soaks deal the same amount of damage as the magma spittle. As far as like the impact damage.
So is a fixed damage like a fixed amount throughout the entire fight from beginning to end, or does it gradually increase?
It's gonna be a fixed amount, but you're also taking stack damage from whatever the stack is. So as the fight goes on, you're gonna get hit with the the 300k from the lava ejection.
But you're getting a tick right at the same time.
Also take tick damage at the same time.
So it looks like the hit you more, but
oh, okay.
But it's the bleed.
So then outside of just taking the initial hit, what's the negative to having multiple people soaking the same circle?
You got more dots to heal because it does leave a dot on you for a minute and a half.
But that doesn't do damage.
It just increases the damage you take from the next one.
Correct.
Okay, I
For
thought
a minute and a half.
I thought it was there was a bit of a dot after that. Okay, so
No,
there's none. If you're soaking with your group, then there's no side effect. If that's the case.
Yeah, the only issue I could see is like somebody who isn't assigned to that particular round.
Yes, that's correct.
Soaking, and then missing out on their assigned soak group, so somebody else, like, it just falls on the rest of them to cover.
Yeah, which is why it's really, if this is your group, then I guess there's no side effect. But if if you're depriving your group in the future of a potential soak. Plus, you might have soaked one previously, you forgot about it, and you're gonna die.
I did notice that there were a lot of times I had to move out of the group because one of the puddles, the lava injections, was in the middle of the soak, or in the middle of the stack. So we had to move.
Right.
And I think people just like their toes got caught in it. That's why some people died whenever they tried to soak with their
Gotcha.
group.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to see.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It happens quick. There's not necessarily a lot going on, but there's
It's so fast.
yeah, it's the speed of all that's going on. Plus, everybody's still trying to figure out, what is this mechanic? What am I doing with this? I still see a lot of people with the small circle running away and be like, oh no, I have the small one. Come back.
Well, I had to move the weak aura because it actually blocked my character.
What?
It showed up in the middle of my screen. So I had to just move it up because the first couple of runs, I was like, I can't tell when I have the little soak or not, so I just moved that shit and it was easier.
So let's have a look. Best pull 42%. What was our damage done in the first? Let's say 2 minutes. If I look at the damage in the first 2 minutes, 1.84 million raids, mag rankings, speed, lowest speed.
Also, I think the biggest, like, the reason we were dying with the skull soak is just, it's not the hit, it's nobody else was soaking.
No, we definitely had moments where the person with the skull soak was there and the whole group was there and they'd still die. It does that one does a lot of damage.
It does 6.5 million fire damage split between all players within 6 yards.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, like, reading the text for it, Bullard, I think it does the same damage as the other ones, but, like, the AoE effect is...
But I think you're getting both. I think you're getting the hit of the thing, of the explosion, plus the damage of the AoE, which is why the person with skull is taking more damage than everybody else.
Well, the dot itself does 109,000 fire damage every 1.5 seconds for 6 seconds.
No, I'm talking about Molten Spittle. So Molten Spittle is the big circle
Right, that's
itself.
what I'm talking about too. I'm reading it in the adventure guide. So it's 1.5 or every 1.5 seconds for 6 seconds, and then upon removal, that person explodes, inflicting X amount of damage to players within 10 yards.
Right.
The only difference is the explosive magma is 6.5 million as opposed to 273k.
Right.
So
Yeah,
there's no
so...
like extra amount of damage from a separate source. It's just the same thing, but more.
So they're not taking the damage from Molten Spittle, because whenever you're looking at the 3 players that get targeted, there's 2 that'll have the icon for Molten Spittle, and then the big soak is the explosive magma.
Mm-hmm.
So if people like aren't stacked inside that small red circle, the damage is just going to be split poorly.
Right, but so here's what I don't understand. Why is it always the person with the skull dying and not the others?
I think that people aren't realizing that that circle is much smaller. It's only 6 yards as opposed to 10. So they may think that they're close enough, but they're not.
Maybe.
Because I know Sinria and I died because I had the the skull circle, whatever, and they were with me, and the 2 of us died.
The question, depending on the number of stacks that we have, do we take more damage when that small circle lands on us?
I mean, theoretically, yes, just because you're taking more ticking damage, it's not going to increase the amount of damage you're taking from the ability itself.
Yeah, so the point that I'm trying to make is, like Jirasu died, and I know it could be because he soaked more of the lava pools, so he had more stacks, and also he was soaking more of the individual soaks when there's someone else standing in it. He's also standing in it. So the point that I'm trying to make is, like, it's all like additive damage, right? And I think that's what's killing us. Like we're soaking the small circles, even though other people are already standing in them.
But
We're just adding
just
our own personal damage
Well,
to take.
that doesn't put a dot on you though. That's just the debuff that makes you take more
Well,
damage the next time you hit an individual soak.
And you are taking damage on the soak itself.
Yeah, it's the initial hit, but there's no dot
No,
damage.
right, yeah.
Okay. So then, if anything, then it's probably related to lava soaks. Like, maybe he just had too many stacks.
Let's dig it out.
But that's actually the reason. That's actually the reason why I was saying that those assignments for left and right, like after the group soak lands, I honestly think that they can start after it lands, they can start moving towards their left, like because they're still absorbing the group
Dude,
soak
this
as
shit
they're
goes away
walking
so
out.
fast.
Exactly. Like they need to be they should be moving already. And I think what's happening is that they're not moving. They're waiting till it fully disappears before they move, leaving the people that are actually like in those circle soaks early. They're getting more stacks.
I said that to somebody that was watching my stream earlier, that the people who get the circles to go off to the left or right, by the time they even make it back to the middle, that middle puddle is gone.
No, but he's not talking about that. He's talking about people in the middle
Soaking
having
middle
to move to view.
moving out.
Yeah.
Hang on.
No,
I was on stream.
No, if you have left or right and it's on you, you don't move to group soak.
You're
stay
supposed.
there.
That's what he said to you earlier. Though.
So no, what I said is get out of the one you're dropping.
Yeah.
It's not the
get out of
same
one
as
you're
trying to get.
dropping and try to go to the middle.
I mean, going to middle, you're never gonna make it in time. You're never gonna make it in time. The point is, don't stay there to soak if it's not your group.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Am I famous now? Was I on stream?
Yeah, for my 2 viewers that only has to stream because they wanted to watch me play.
Sweet. I have a fan club.
I don't stream normally, just whenever people ask me to.
Yeah, so I think whoever's assigned to left and right should honestly just start moving the moment the group soak lands, because by the time they even get over to the left or right side, that group soak's gonna be gone already.
Mm-hmm. I even started doing that on the last couple pulls just to test to see if it mattered. And yeah, by the time you take a step out of it, it's gone.
Yeah, we'll adjust if that's the case.
Because if that's the case, we can move even faster and get to where we need to be, like out of the breath, namely.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Because the left circle was getting absorbed too slowly, and when like I was in it, I'm like, okay, I ended up with like 10 stacks because my group was slow to get here.
Yeah, at one point, I think Nuclide and I were the only ones who soaked the left one. And I was like, oh, just us.
Yeah, that was when Verds, I was talking to Verds, I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything without that was group 2.
Your opener sucks, Jasmine.
Yeah. Because I'm arms. What do you expect?
He hasn't had time to shine yet.
Like honestly, like if I'm hanging, like no, I'm kidding. Like my opener sucks.
If you can beat the tanks on your opener, you're having a good opener.
Yeah, no, like seriously, if I'm so like 2 minutes into the fight, right? If my damage is around 100k, 105k, 110k, that's good.
Yeah.
Because by the time we hit sub 35%, I'm gonna jump up like 15, 20k.
I'm looking at a pull where you're at 74k 2 minutes in. That's why.
Oh no, that was disregard that. My my macro for my Mortal Strike was broken, and it wasn't working.
That makes a lot more sense.
I had to reload my UI afterwards. Like in mid fight, you'll see like, oh, randomly I cast a Mortal Strike after that, and it's because I have to open up my spell journal and pull my Mortal Strike button down. Yeah, because I built like a bunch of macros and it does multiple things for that button, so it was just whatever reason it wasn't working.
That's next week, is that? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah. So you're out. Let's bring in this guy. She's out.
Yeah, my opener sucks. It's like it's not that I'm doing anything wrong.
No,
It's
no,
just,
I believe.
we just don't do, like, we don't have big burst damage like the other classes. It's like just consistent, you know, 100k throughout the entire fight.
Slow and steady wins the race, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing with arms is like very, very consistent, steady damage. Like we don't have big burst windows or anything, you know.
You could be at the very bottom of DPS, as balance rates are.
Yeah, it's just, well, and we're not hitting 35%, so like 50% of my damage comes from that sub 30%. Like if you notice, on most fights, the moment we hit like phase 3, like execute range, like my DPS will spike to like 140, 150, versus everyone else is like at 100, 120. So.
Let's see. All friendlies, all wipes. Let's do all wipes. Let's do debuffs. How many? No, not that. Searing heat, I think, right?
That's the stacking debuff.
Yeah. Let's do second half because we were doing better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I have to try again. Few fights. Count. Who doesn't have enough stacks? Elbreth. Okay. No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say I had like 10 usually.
No, you were on average.
It is pretty consistent throughout the fight, though. Oh, full arc.
Yes.
They got the Sark kill.
Nice. So next week.
So. I think so. I haven't heard anything yet, but probably.
Cool. Like I was saying, go do your thing. You know what we're about. You know, you know us now, at least to a degree. You saw End of Prague and Early Prague. It gives you a big idea of the vibe we got here. So, go do your thing, and if let me know positive or negative.
Yeah,
Just
I'll let you know either way. Like, and who knows? Maybe they'll hate me too.
yeah, and maybe you hate them, or maybe you're like, well, the
Maybe.
Hyperplex was so much better.
These guys are a lot nicer over here. I'm gonna go back.
No, it is what it is. But yeah, let me know either way. But
I
good
will,
luck.
for sure. Thanks. I'm nervous.
Yeah, I mean, you're good. You got 2 raid nights of warm up, free of charge.
Yeah, free of charge. Yes, thank you.
You got a boss kill.
Yeah.
I did get a kill. It's very exciting.
I mean, at this point, the only fight you haven't seen is Echo, so that's gonna help you in a way.
Mm-hmm. But I've watched like most of my friends prog it, so.
Yeah. Echo looks like a really fun fight to prog.
That's what I've heard.
It's a long prog, but it looks fun.
It is, but I mean, if it's fun, then it's fine. But I'm going to go find food. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll let you know either way, and I'm not just gonna like get rid of the Discord or anything like that.
You're good. No pressure. All right.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Boop. So who we got? We got Wits Ash getting a lot of stacks. That's group what? That's group 1. So that's Sinria, Skyry, and Hooverts. I think we were doing better with the enrage at the end there, at least near than the last few pulls. I wasn't really paying attention to the boss's energy, but I think it was going up decently. Is there a way to check that in the logs, like the boss energy?
Power, I don't know.
Resource, that's
resources,
his. The typical that's hit points. Look at that. Wait, so you can do the. Oh, that's sweet. You kind of can. Okay. So it's what? Spell power? Energy. Oh, look at that. Okay, so he on the last pull he got a few takes at 315. That was a bad placement. Oh, cool. Let's see. 24, and that was at 19. Yeah. Okay, so it's super easy to spot too. We're consistently dropping it on the boss at 315. 210. Once we start moving, actually, we suck. Hi.
Perfect. That works. This is Dorn, the hunter trial. Are there any officers or anyone on?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I take it that's you.
Yeah.
I was just popping in. I didn't previously sign into the Discord, so I wasn't able to get to it on my phone.
Right.
But I didn't show up last night because a friend of mine got in a car accident, and I've been on her back and forth for since then.
Don't worry about it. Happens.
I am here now, though.
Give me a second. I'll give you. I just gave you the. I think you were the one going. You just leveled your hunter or something. Your item level's lower or something.
I'm 435. I just came back from a break from the beginning of the season. Yeah.
435 is not low, but it's not 445.
It's,
So
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
I was just making sure I had the right hunter in mind. I added you to the. I gave you the heroic team role. Basically, there's a channel called Heroic Team, and do you know how Discord works a bit?
Yeah.
There's a thread on that channel, and you can use the thread or not. They have a tendency to not use it, but if ever something happens like that in the future, quick pop in Discord, just drop a message there, let them know. That should be good enough to at least give a heads up. Rather you give a heads up than we look for you, basically. But I get it. If you didn't have it on Discord or whatever, can't do miracles when you don't have access, you know. So appreciate you at least stopping by. Let us know. I'll let Jurassic know for yesterday.
Cool. Thanks, man.
All right.
Who was that hunter in the heroic team at the top? Eb. I can't see that name. I guess go open it in a browser and see.
Albreth?
Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna pull them up on Warcraft logs and take a look at their.
That's MM though. I don't know if you're playing MM or BM.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I focus MM and survival.
Right.
BM is
If you're focusing for survival,
I don't. Well, it's like my alt that I'll like swap to just for like funsies, but I specifically only raid MM.
if you enjoy survival rating, it's not
Survival
bad.
is very good.
I was gonna link you one of the guys in the guild that stopped raiding, but here, have a look. You can do pretty nutty numbers as survival as well. So if ever you're curious, Elbreth, you just missed her actually. She just left, but she's actually a trial for Mythic Team right now.
Nice.
But she's got a cutting edge trial with another guild that's going too. So we don't know if she'll be around long.
It's always super fun. She got some good parses on heroic.
Yeah, she does decent.
Decent.
Yeah, sure. Her 69 parse on Stark, she just doesn't want to.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I feel like. Oh, I'm not gonna shit talk now. That's not me.
Yeah, honestly, just play whatever spec you enjoy more, because
it's pretty much
survival and marksman, like they both do good damage. So
I mean, they're all relatively neck and neck, so long as you know how to play your spec and.
That's the big difference.
Mechanics.
Yeah.
That's really it. I'm gonna have to find a pug. Fuck me. Dude, pug life has been not fun.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Quite the miserable experience.
I mean, playing is a different experience, but it's not miserable. But then again, when I do a pug, I organize it, raid lead it, and force people in Discord. So
It's a little bit better that way, yeah. I just don't have the patience to like. I used to raid lead. Before I came back to retail, before I took a break, I was raid leading Wrath Classic,
right.
25 group. And I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I've always been the raid leader of every guild I've been in, and I just got to the point where I was like, man, it's draining. I don't really have the energy for that.
I just want to click buttons. Tell me what to do.
I just want to do DPS, you know? Like, I just want to be able to parse. Like, I want to go back into being competitive on the leaderboards and shit.
Right. Well, we definitely got some strong players here, so stick around, show what you can do. Eventually get that chance at Mythic if the numbers progress, and yeah, we got a few bumpers. We're not the strongest Mythic guild, but we get around.
I don't really care, regardless of that. I just want a consistent group of people that I can log on with and play, and get the current season and all that. done. Like, that's
Right.
all I really give a shit about at this point. Like, I kind of pushed super hard with Wrath Classic and TBC Classic to get like World 1 Marksman Hunter on like each tier and stuff, and you know, I got my goals and I drove myself insane doing it, and I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I put myself up there to see if I could do it. I did it, and I'm done. Like, I don't need to go back and do it again for retail.
Yeah.
Man, her was 445. Jesus, she's basically is.
She's 446.
Getting to 445 now, it's like it's not that hard.
It's easy because of the crafting and the mythic track.
Yeah, I just need to get into Mythic 16s and up consistently, and just pugging with people is like, I kind of want to blow my brains out. But that is the experience that I expected, so. Just having to farm those fucking tokens is a pain in the dick.
Yeah, there's several in the guild that are running 16, like, you know, pretty continuously, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably poke around and ask and see if people are, when I see them on and stuff doing it, I'll jump in.
Yeah. Tuesday, Thursday are Mythic rating days, so those nights are usually pretty relaxing on the Mythic Plus sides, but the other nights are usually pretty busy. Busy enough. Somewhat busy.
Yeah. So how did Heroic go? Like, what did you guys end up doing?
I think they full cleared last night on Heroic with the normal skip.
Nice. Damn, I'm so sad I missed that.
It's every week, so you're good.
Man. I know, I was just like, I was pumped to get back into shit and kind of show my expertise with my poopy little item level, and I was like, God damn it, I gotta go be a decent human being. This sucks. Alright, well, I'm going to goof off for a little bit and then probably head to bed. So I will catch you guys throughout the week.
Alright.
Weekend, I suppose.
Take care.
Good chat. See ya.
That scroll is such a bait, Jesse.
Yeah, seriously, right?
That what?
Well, other than that, I clicked it and it disconnected me.
Oh.
I don't understand why, like, you won't let you, click on it if, like, it's accessible to somebody else.
I can click on it, it just doesn't do anything.
Well, no, but I meant, like, give you the option. Yasmi's trying to get the transmog shoulders from Siege.
I am going to head out. You guys have a good one.